Hey, it is December 19th. Yep, it's Friday, the 19th. I'm back. Sorry I had to cut out last week. Kind of a very weird set of things going on. But now everything is back under control. Well, at least back to norm. Ah, man, I don't know where I'm going with this. Things are a little different around. We're back to a full nest here. Always happens around Christmas time. 5 adults living in the same house. It was very loud and crowded this morning. Although it was very cool because the girls were, Rebecca was playing the piano and Lizzie is home, and she started singing. And there was like music in the house. I felt like we were the Von Trapps. Anyway, it wasn't me. It was, anyway, very cool. We were brushing up on Christmas carols because there's a caroling party going on in the neighborhood next week that I'm hoping to send some of my students to, because I don't think I can make it. But so we're making charts of Christmas songs, and I think most of those are up on the site. So and I just see, I've got all these lyric pages and stuff. That's why Blue Christmas was on my mind right there. What else is in here? Deck the Halls. Well, never mind. I don't need to ramble on about this. There's plenty of other things I could ramble on about. Let It Snow. Here Comes Santa Claus. What was I going to talk about? Let's see, it's been a couple of weeks, and things are going to slow down for the next couple of weeks too with the holidays and stuff. We may be, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the plan is yet, but as far as new stuff, more stuff, I got a couple of really fun projects that never mind, I can't tell you about them yet, in case they don't materialize. What have I been playing lately? You know, well, let's see. One thing I do want to talk about today is the tunings question that came up. I will get to that, I hope. Remind me before I finish. There you go. That might be all you need on that song. Hope you guys can figure that one out. Mystery song. No, I'm sure everybody knows what I was messing with there. And just by watching and listening, good little project for this week. Let's see, what else? So some of this, we did have some kind of cool lessons. Well, I hope they were cool. Kind of materialized for a very strange reason, and it was one of my students was here working on. She really works for a long time on songs, and it feels like sometimes they have to go on for months before she gets them down. Pretty much beginner, and but I keep telling her that, well, you know, we spend so much time on this song, but like you're working on trying to sing it once you've got the guitar playing down is a really difficult thing. And we've what was the song? I can't remember now. That we spent so much time on now. Ah, never mind. But I was telling her that because of all this work that goes in on one song, the next one, you're going to build up your whole level of ability and skill, let's say. And the next time a song like that comes along, or a song, it's not going to take as long. Anyhow, and she said, well, I said, well, so what would you maybe like to learn next? In another couple of weeks we should have this one down. And she goes, oh, I'd really like to learn One of Us, the Joan Osborne song. And so I listened to it, and because a song I've always really liked, listened to it right there, and I said, Cindy, here are the chords, 4 chords with two little progressions, and plopped it down in front of her, and she could play it like immediately. It was great because the rewards of putting a lot of work in on songs that are a level or a level or two higher than what you're used to really panned out for her. So that was kind of fun. Anyway, that's how that one came about. What else did we have? We had a little bit more of Sandy's with some revelations in Rhiannon and her working on Grandfather's Clock, a couple fly on the walls over the last few weeks, a couple of iron and wine lessons, Naked as We Came, and the one that went up today, Such Great Heights. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. It's getting windy and cold here again in California. Oh, windy enough to close the door. The light's going to change. That's the way it works here. And we've had finally some rain. It is well, the drought is nowhere near over, but it's been, I think, and we're expecting more over the weekend. Really excited about that. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, two other things. Maybe just one other thing. I want to wish a happy birthday to my brother-in-law Kurt. Many of you, the people that were at camp, at least met Annie, probably didn't meet Kurt, I'm not sure, but he was there a few times. So, good to have you in the family, buddy. That was yesterday. And had something else I was going to talk about, tunings. I should play something first. Actually, it sounds like I better take a break until the gardeners are gone. Back in a flash. Okay, after a short update, things are a little bit quieter, and now it is raining. And the thing I wanted to get to today, well, I should probably play something. I missed really a whole week of playing guitar. Luckily, I went into Hilo Guitars and got at least an hour to play because of the songs I'm working on. Because of the songs. You guys have heard me messing with this, but I had to just work on it a bit. I was waiting for Liz to pack up and stuff like that. And then there's, of course, this one. Oh, that's what it's supposed to sound like. Anyway, still getting there on Bethina. Hopefully next week, you know what, I might have a couple little special, just little greetings and updates next week. Maybe even a lesson, who knows, we'll see what happens. But the question that came up about tunings, I want to address a little bit today. And that was, a great way to think about an open tuning is not whether it's open D or E or A or G or D6 or anything like that, but the relationships of the notes that you have in the tuning as far as what part of the chord they are. So in a D tuning, the one thing that makes an open D tuning and an open E tuning is the same thing, is that you have the root of the chord as the lowest string. So in a D tuning, you've got D at the bottom, and then you've got a fifth A here, and then another D, and then the third. So the third in a D tuning is on the third string, and then another fifth and a root. So you could think of it as 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. Got that? And then there are a lot of tunings that might be close to that, but a G tuning has something different because it usually has, well, I want to get to the tuning that we discussed here that was capoed at the 4th fret, or that came up in that conversation. In a G tuning, you have the root on the 5th string and the 5th on the 6th string. So that one goes 5, 1, then you have another 5, then you have another 1, then you have the 3rd on the 2nd string, and then another 5 up on top. Now those two things are really just one string shifted from each other. If you can, I'll let you digest that and figure out kind of what I'm really saying. But for now to break into, well, let me talk about the tuning that we had there. So now if you're in open G and capoed it to the 4th fret, but tune the 6th string all the way, bring it to the 4th fret would make it B. So we have the notes of a B chord at the 4th, and tuning. So we really have the open G tuning on the top 5 strings. But by leaving that low D in the bottom, what we do is we created another root a whole octave lower. So it's pretty much open G, except instead of having 5 on the bottom, it's got another root on the bottom. So you could play anything, well, you play stuff pretty much the same way. When I was working on an arrangement many years ago of Linus and Lucy, I was trying to figure out a way. Needed to be able to do this. With as little finger obligation as possible. And so that's why I knew I had to go down to D in the bass, and then I was looking at ways of doing it just in drop D tuning, and that didn't allow me a very good way to play the harmony, the two parts of the melody that happen up on the top. So I started messing with that, and came to the conclusion that, oh, maybe I should go into open D in the first place. And that came really close, created some, and so then I brought the 3rd string down to F sharp and the top 2 down to A and D. And as I was playing, there were just a couple of spots where really tough chord changes or tough combinations of notes to get as smoothly as I liked. And that's when it occurred to me that if I left the 2nd string at B instead, it would make all of that easier. So that's how that D6 tuning evolved in Linus and Lucy. But many times, that's what you'll do is you'll figure out, oh, I need to do this and this and this, and it's much easier in an altered tuning. Now, most of the times when you play in an open tuning, you don't do a lot of stuff with your left hand. Now, Linus and Lucy is kind of a different story, but when you're in an open G or an open D tuning, you'll play things like Little Martha that don't have a lot of really complicated moves, but every once in a while when I play this guitar, I think, God, you know what? I really like this guitar. I don't play it as much as I used to because I've got, well, the other guitar's getting a little work done to it right now, so we're having little action problems, which I really noticed when I was working on those ragtime pieces. That just popped out, but been thinking about doing more jazzy type tunes in the near future too. Okay, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about today, and I have not had a whole lot of chance to. Let me see what other charts I have here for Christmas. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's an F chord with a B in it. Again, it's one of my all-time favorites, but I haven't played it in like 20 years. I gotta get an F chord with a B in it. God, I hate that. Can't see anymore. There we go. So I just had an interesting problem there in that chord, and that was the melody came down to a B chord, and the melody needed to be down to an F sharp, and we needed B or B7 or something like that. Let me see where that was. Wait, first line. There's the melody, right? F sharp. Chord is B, and all I can do if I put the B on the 5th string is play the B and the F sharp, and I'm missing the way the melody would work better. I wonder if it'd be better up there. G, huh? Wait a minute, where am I? So that's a bad octave. It just gets way too far up there. Up to an A and... Anyhow, the problem I was trying to solve, and then I will get out of here and stop, call it a day. B chord, but an F sharp in the melody, and it has to be that low F sharp. So what I had to do was get the B on the 6th string, then the F sharp on the 4th string, giving me room to get the missing 3rd on the 5th string. Then we have the full sound of the B chord. Okay, that is it. I guess I should go out with my favorite, ragtimey tune. Enough for now. I'll check in with you guys next week and we'll see what's going on. I hope everybody has a good, relaxing holiday. Friends, family, and food. Too much. Say no to the table. Okay. I'll check in next week. See ya.